In this video, I'm going to show you how AscentialTest's reuse of objects and steps translates into significant savings in time, cost, and effort to keep tests up to date and running when the target application changes. Let's compare two versions of the target application that has changed over time. In the first version, the field called shortage reason is implemented as a web pop-up list. In the new version, it's been implemented as a web text field. But the step that includes an action to set the value to the field will require no change at all. That's because AscentialTest's set action has built-in intelligence about the class of the object. Internally, AscentialTest will select from the web pop-up list or set text to the web text field. The steps and tests are not impacted at all. Notice in the first version of the application, the SKU is in its own column. But in the newer version of the application, it's part of the description. AscentialTest recognizes it in either case. Likewise, the order quantity is in its own column in the earlier version, but it's appended to the picked quantity field separated by the word of in the new version. Using our simulator, we can run tests against snapshots to debug our steps. When I run against the snapshot of the earlier version, AscentialTest gets the order quantity from the column of the same name. We locate the row using the SKU. That's our selector. In the newer version, it gets it alongside of the picked quantity field. Again, using the SKU that in this case was part of the description. Despite the changes in the GUI, the same step can be run against both versions of the target application. Although this step might have been used in many tests to validate the purchase order process, like the one displayed here, no changes to those tests will be needed at all. Reusable steps insulate tests from change. In this case, the change is isolated to the object definitions. The steps and tests were unaffected by the change. AscentialTest's object and step libraries combine to ensure that when the target application changes, the need for modifications to the testing project will be isolated to the smallest number of components possible. Our technology and approach results in a significant improvement in ROI and testing productivity.